Hey, JJ. Yo. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing out there, man? This is your boy, DFS Mastermind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today's date is January the 1st, man. 2018, here we come, man. We got to get it started off right. I had to give a quick shout out to my boy JJ. He came on the channel yesterday and said, bro, can you please stop with all the yo-yos? I said, yo, I wouldn't be me if I didn't do the yos. Come on, man. Also, got to give a quick shout out to my boy Keanu Lee, man. He is always showing me some love in the comment section. Also, my boy Matt over on Twitter. He is always showing me love with the retweets, man, sharing the videos. I appreciate y'all. Just like I appreciate all my subs. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want to get into my top picks for today, but before I do that, I have to address something really quick, man. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible, but basically, man, I get I know this one guy, not gonna say any names, not giving him no type of shine. It's not a positive situation. This one dude, anytime he I guess he listens to me. If I have a bad pick, he's sure to let me know that I was wrong. I lost him money. He'll never listen to my advice again. Blah, 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 man. Typical stuff whenever somebody loses and they're just looking for someone to put the blame on. It's typical, man. We see it all the time. One thing I want y'all to know, to all my new subscribers, I'm not a lineup provider. That's one thing I don't do. I came in the game and I took a stand and I said I'm not selling lineups to people just for this particular situation right here. I don't want to be held responsible for people so-called losing money, man, because at the end of the day, I'm not making your lineups. I'm not putting however much money you decide to bet. I'm not telling you what to bet. I'm not doing any of that, man. I'm just here showing you my process, trying to help you get to the green line, and giving you a few building blocks as far as pieces and ideas to get started. And you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a year now, man. We coming up on a year, and I appreciate all the growth that my channel has seen, but I really just had to put that out there. No matter who you listen to on YouTube, man, I'm going to give a few shout-outs real quick, whether it's Jerusalem, whether it's Ryan, whether it's Vaughn, whether it's DFS Kingdom, whether it's Money Webby, whether it's Cam ATL, whether it's DFS GOAT, whether it's the Roto Grinders, whether it's Josh, whether it's who am I forgetting, man? I'm forgetting some folks. But what I'm trying to say, everybody in this whole DFS community, right? We're putting advice out there. These are people are showing you their process, man. If you're a content provider, that's pretty much what you're doing. You're showing people your process and how you come up on good picks. Now, some people don't show you the whole process. Some people just give you the picks and you have to trust their process blindly. One thing I try to do, I try to give you some brief explanations of why I'm even keying in on these guys, why I want to attack them or why I want to play somebody. And that's good, man. It's good to have a community like this. But you as the DFS player, when it's all said and done, you are the one that are like at 5:59 when lineups are about to lock. You are the one hitting the submit button. So you can't get mad at anybody and say anybody lost you money because it's your decision. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something to think about, man. We have to take 100% responsibility for our actions, man. We are grown out here, man, and it's crazy that we still, we get people pointing a finger, just looking for somebody to blame. If you go about doing that, I promise you, you will not become successful at anything. I don't want to get into, into my beliefs and, certain things that I choose to study. But, like, we have to take 100% of our responsibilities, man. Like, that's real talk. If you don't know nothing, know that, man. Take responsibility of your actions. Everything that you see around you, it's a product of your actions. So at the end of the night, if you don't win, and you listen to me, if you want to blame that on me, that's fine, but you will never grow as a DFS player. So I just had to put that out there. Not that I'm getting a lot of hate, man, but I just know it's this one dude, man. It's this one guy, and he finds me on he finds me on YouTube. He finds me on Twitter. I think he's really a stan, man. I think he really enjoys my content. So he just finds me everywhere and throws shade, man. I appreciate him. He's probably my biggest fan, so shout out to him. But now that we got that out the way, man, it's 2018. We about to get to the green line, man. So let's get it started. I'm going to give you everybody in my player pool. I got 4 point guards for you, starting off with point guard. I think Kyle Lowry is a little underpriced. Taking on Milwaukee, I think he has the opportunity to be the highest scoring point guard on today's slate. Peyton is in a good matchup. So is Chris Dunn. But I think these guys are a little overpriced. We're still not sure if Dame Dollar is going to make it back. Hopefully he does, man. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since he played. But I really love Kyle Lowry if I'm paying up for point guard. And yeah, that's going to be my top play as far as high dollar point guard. I don't have a specific order for my point guard yet, just because I'm still waiting on some very important news. Because if I can throw a bare minimum player in here, I would definitely go that route. So I don't have a specific order. But I'm giving you all 4 of my options, man. I'm telling you, my point guards will be filled by these 4 players. Or out of these 4 players. Moving on, I like Spencer Dinwiddie, 6,700, taking on Orlando, man. He has a better matchup than Alfred Payton. When it comes to point guard, DVP-wise, Orlando ranks 30th at slowing down point guards, man. So I really want to attack this spot with Spencer Dinwiddie. He's super solid, man. I love Spencer Dinwiddie. I think this is a ceiling type of game for him. I love the price tag. So, yeah, I'm down for it. Tyus Jones, he should be pretty much chalk. I still don't mind the play. I think he's in a good spot going up against the Lakers. Lakers like to play fast. Every time these teams play is really good games. Tyus Jones has a still upside I was trying to think of something cool to say, but I couldn't think of nothing. Who's somebody be stealing? I'm gonna let it go, but he has a ton of still upside, man. We could definitely look for Tyus Jones playing 30+ minutes. He should be a-okay. That last game he got injured, so he went out the game for a little bit. He'll be back. He's healthy. I don't mind him. Now, if we get any news that my boy Tyler Ennis is starting, I am firing him up. He will be my top point guard. I will do a lineup like this. I'll do Tyler Ennis and Kyle Lowry. If I don't get news that Tyler Ennis is starting, more than likely it will be a little Tyus Jones and a little Spencer Dinwiddie action. But last night we got the news that Tyler Ennis started for Clarkson, man, and over on DraftKings, I hopped on it. As soon as I seen that, I had like a minute left, ran over there to DraftKings because I already said that on my Fanduel lineup in my video, I was going Chris Paul and Westbrook, and I did that. I did the same thing on DraftKings, but they have an extra guard spot, man, so I hopped all over some Tyler Ennis. The double overtime really helped him, but even if the game didn't go to double overtime, he was already crushing. Very nice game for him. Him and Julius Randle. That was the nice combination. It was a very nice combination to have. But I really like Tyler Ennis if we get if we find out that he's starting. So I'm going to move on to shooting guard. At the top, I think we can really pay up for DeMar DeRozan. Chances are I won't have him. I want to try to get Greek Freak or Jimmy Buckets, but we'll have to see how things work out. My top shooting guard. Now, I do have a top shooting guard for you. My top shooting guard is going to be Evan Fournier. He's coming back. He's healthy, going up against Brooklyn. This is the highest scoring game on the slate, man. I think the total was at 219. I think it's a spot where we could really look for Fournier to have a ceiling-type game. We know Vucevic is out. Whenever he's out, the shots tend to go to Gordon and Fournier. So I look for him to take 20-plus shots going up against Brooklyn. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. Other guys I'm looking at, I don't mind a little Andrew Wiggins action. I don't mind Holiday. Think he's in a solid spot. And then we could look at Hart, of course, man. We could go right back to Hart. KCP will not be with the team. So 4,400, his price is still not high enough for what he's been doing. This guy is a beast, man. Like, he is really good. I've been watching him over the last few weeks, man. He is a very, very solid player. And he has an underrated offensive game, man. He can really get to the bucket. He's good at drawing fouls. Can shoot a little jumper, man. I don't mind him at all. And he's a defensive monster. That's where he really gives a lot of energy. So we could go back to the Hart train, but my favorite shooting guard will be Evan Fournier. Moving on to small forward, of course, we can look for Greek Freak or Butler. I'm not going to mention any one of those guys because, of course, they're in play. I got to give you somebody a little more sneaky, and I'm going to actually give you two guys, man. I don't know how my lineup is going to work out, but one thing I can tell you, if I'm paying up in other positions, say if I get like DeMar DeRozan, if I go ahead and get, we could say, Gordon and Hollis Jefferson. Like, if I'm trying to be a little different and I completely fade Greek Freak and Butler, the combination that I really, really like is going to be Denzel Valentine and David Nwaba. It doesn't seem like the most optimal thing to do, but just check it out, man. Both of these guys are playing around 25 minutes, 27 minutes. I think we could go with both of these guys, lock up all of the minutes from this position, and hope they have closer to a ceiling game. I know both of them will come very close to hitting value. Just in an everyday game script, they should be very solid to hit 20 points at least. But I think these guys have potential upside, man, and their price keeps dropping because nobody wants to play them. And their ownership on a nightly basis is very, very low. I don't mind this as a DFS strategy for tonight's slate. When it's a 4-game slate, we're going to have to get a little different somewhere. And I think this could be a very solid option. Now, of course, you don't have to go both of them. You could try to pick and choose and go Giannis, Nwaba, or, Butler, Valentine. But those are my four. Those are my 4 small forwards. Those are the guys I will be choosing from. We have other options in the middle. Ingram is okay. Simmons is okay as well. But I'm just, I'm just going a different direction. You know what I'm saying? I'm going a different direction tonight. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Ingram dropped like a 35 piece. Wouldn't be surprised if Simmons dropped a 30 piece. But yeah, I'm going to just go in a different direction tonight, man. So that's my strategy. I gave you my top 4 small forwards. Move down to power forward, man. I love these two guys at the top. They should be in a very, very good matchup. 2 very similar players as well, man. The only difference is Hollis Jefferson is not going to hit near as many threes as Gordon will, but very athletic power forwards, kind of stretch forwards. Very good situation for both of them. Should be a fast-paced matchup. We know Gordon without Vucevic, he takes a ton of shots. So he could really have a ceiling type game. I know people will be chasing. And for that reason, I'm probably going to fade the black a little bit, man. We have a ton of options at power forward. I think this is actually the deepest position tonight, man. We have so many options. I'm about to get to them. But I do think Hollis Jefferson is in play. Now, guys that I'm really looking at, guys that I'm going to start seeing who I want to put in my roster, starts right here, man. We have Kyle Kuzma for the Lakers. You know, he has been doing his thing. Another 42 minutes last night. But once again, that was a double overtime game. He's in play. I love Taj Gibson. Super consistent Taj Gibson, man. He does the same thing every night. He's going to get you a double-double. If he scores 20 real points, he is going to crush his value. We can look at Taj Gibson almost every night. Serge Ibaka's okay. A guy that I really like is going to be John Henson going up against Joe Val. I think he is very much in play. He's actually really popping off the page on my projections. I love him, man. I really do. I think he's going to make the cut because I know he's a starter, a very cheap price tag. He will be able to out-rebound Valanciunas. I think he has some blocks in his repertoire tonight. So I don't mind him at all. I think he's one of those safe plays that can hit value for me. So I want to go ahead and lock up John Henson. Other guys that I really like Aminu. I like Larry Nance, and I like Quincy Acey. If you want to get a little weird, get a little different, Quincy Acey has been playing decent minutes, mid-20s minutes. I think he's fine. I know I talked about a lot of power forwards, but I'm going to move it on. My top guy is going to be John Henson. That's the guy I for sure will have in my lineup. Moving on to center, man. I'm going to say the same thing I said the other day. Center is deep, man. We can really, like these first four guys that you see on the list, Big Cat, Biyombo, Nurkic, and Randall, man, they're all in play. All are in very, very positive spots. I'm more than likely, I want to get a little I really want to get up to Big Cat. I think he's definitely in a very positive spot to drop a 50-plus game. But Biyombo is really calling my name. We know Brooklyn really struggles versus centers. Nurkic, he's probably last on my list. And Julius Randle has been starting, been playing his ass off. If he didn't foul out last night, the man was probably going to go for a 40-20 game. Like, he was about to have one of those games, man. He's super active. I love Julius Randle. But yeah, it's tough at center tonight. We have a few good options. And then if you want to go down and go cheap, I think we can look at Rolo for the value play, man. More than likely, it's really between, I got the three that really stand out. It's going to be Big Cat, Biyombo, and Randall. If I had to order them, it would be Big Cat, Randall, Biyombo. So those are my top three options. I'm not 100% sure on how I'm going to construct my lineup, y'all. One thing I can say is I gave you my player pool, man. I gave you the guys I really want to focus in on, guys I want to build my lineup around. I'm sorry I didn't pinpoint more plays for you. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. If y'all want to come mess with me, come get down in Slack chat. Link is in the description. I want y'all to bless up. Let's start off 2018 right, and let's get to the green line, man. And before I go, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Gang, gang. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bless up, man. Let's cash out.